सलाम मेरे अजीज पंखों।
Thyung, I was busy in cooking. As I complete my cooking, I checked time. It was still some time for him to come. I took a baby pink colored dress and start getting ready. Today was the special day because I was going to celebrate our 6-month anniversary of marriage by giving him surprise. I made cake and all his favorite food. I went down after getting ready. I was waiting for him. I placed all the food on the table. Lightened the candles, I smiled looking at the table. I heard a horn and I knew he was home. They, I took deep breath and walked toward the door. I opened the door and his eyes were frozen on me. I lowered my eyes. He stepped in. He was still looking at me. I closed the door behind. Jungkook, I waved my hand in front of him. He seemed to his sense and smiled. He started scratching the back of his head. Jungkook, you should stop looking so beautiful or else I will lose my control, he said, and my face was flush red. We both walking toward our room. He was holding my hand and I was feeling the warmth of his hand on mine. My heart was fluttering. As we stepped in, he pulled me in his arms. I looked at him. He brushed his nose with mine. There, Jungkook, go fresh up, I said, and he shook his head as no. Jungkook, tell me, why are you looking so beautiful that my eyes was refused to avert from you? He said and kisses my forehead. It's your eyes which make me beautiful, I said, lost in his eyes. Taeyong, happy anniversary, Jungkook. Huh? Anniversary? We complete our 1 year? Really? He asked, shocked, and eyes widened. He didn't remember that it's been 6 months of our marriage now. I narrowed my eyes at him. Jungkook, not a year, but 6 month anniversary. You forget? I said and turned to go, but he grabbed me from behind and out his chin on my shoulder. Jungkook, happy anniversary, wifey. Hey, he said, and I felt his hand around my neck. He was tying something on my neck. I touched it and turned to him. I looked at the chain which he made me wear. You remember? I asked, and he nodded. I slapped his shoulder. He laughed. Hey, you lied? I asked, and he nodded. Thank you for the gift. It's lovely. I touched the pendant and said, Jungkook, where's my gift? Hey, gift? I didn't think about it. Hey, I forget. I said, looking down. Jungkook, no problem. Now gift will be of my choice. They, done, I said happily. He kissed my forehead and we went to change in a comfortable cloth. I went to the dinner hall. I knew he would come here. After a few minutes, I saw him coming. He was folding his sleeves to his forearm. As he looked up, he stopped. Jungkook, what is this? He asked, looking at the food and cake. I tried to. They. I stopped, didn't know what to say. Jungkook, make it romantic? They. He completed. I looked down. I was really feel awkward and nervous. He come near me and stand right behind me. He put his chin on my shoulder. A sensation run in my body on his touch. Jungkook, I didn't know my wife is so romantic. They, he said and placed a kiss on my neck. Jungkook, thank you for all this. I love it. They, really? Thank you, I said and he hugged me. Jungkook, hey wifey, let me stay in my sense from now, otherwise I will not stop. They, he said and I slightly hit his chest. He laughed and we both cut the cake together. We start having our meal after cake cutting in candlelight. He turned off the lights and now only there were candles which were lighting the house. Jungkook, dance? They, he asked as he put his hand forward. We started to dance but our eyes were fixed to each other. My lips were smiling sometime when he winked at me and sometime my eyes lowered down with shyness as he gave sweet peeks on my lips. This was the life I always prayed for, the person who loves me every passing second. Jungkook, I took his name with a sigh and closed my eyes to get rid of the desire forming in me. Jungkook, yes, my love. Thay, I heard him, and on the next second, I was pulled back by my arm and was pinned against a wall. It happened all of the sudden that I could not resist anything. I looked up at him who was standing so close to me that his hot breath were fanning my face, making my breath to go more wrecked on his closeness. Jungkook. We have every right to fulfill our desires for each other. I don't want you to hide them. Saying that, he crushed his lips on mine harder, started kissing me passionate, and I lost it. I lost in front of him and in front of my own desire, the desire to kiss him back, to be close to him. His kiss started to turn into more passionate, violent, and aggressive. I was gladly receiving his kiss on my lips while my arm wrapped around his shoulder. They, pushing me more to the wall, he dipped the kiss more, my breath to stop in my chest and my finger to pull his hair in pleasure. Respirating the kiss, I tried to match his passion. Our nose wrinkled, the lips mingled badly with each other, bodies heat up like the fire. They, biting my own lips, he moved back. He didn't stop. My eyes opened up for a second, but again closed down as I felt his hot lips kissing my jaw to travel down to my throat, to my neck. He was always impatient and sometimes violent in love making, and that was I love about him, my desperately romantic husband. They, cook, they, his touch and kisses increased, making me go crazy. I pulled his hair to stop him, but he was so lost in kissing me, pulling the sleeves down, his lips kissing my shoulder, and he tried to keep removing my dress down, while his lips never stopped for once. Jungkook, please, moving up to face me, he looked in my eyes, and I was still trying to catch my breath. You are looking hell sexy and beautiful. I love you. They, I love you more. He replied and peeked my lips softly. They, cook. I whispered his name. I could not look in his eyes longer and looked down. I gasped as again I felt his lips directly on my neck, leaving wet kisses making me restless again. My head moved aside to give him more access while many mouths left from my mouth on his bite and kisses. They, oh cook, please, I was just start, my love. Pinching me up in his arm, he said and walked toward our room. Jungkook, I opened my eyes and saw my life sleeping next to me. I kissed his forehead and got up. I went to the washroom and fresh up and took my mobile. I was thinking to plug it in the charger when I see more than 20 missed calls and 30 messages of Namjoon and Yoongi Hyung. They, what happened, Jungkook? Jungkook, nothing. Hyung called me more than 20 times. My mobile was on silent, that's why I didn't know he was calling. They, in his every message, he was asking me to receive his call and come home. I was start feeling restless. Something was wrong. Jungkook, I dialed Yoongi Hyung number and he picked in first ring. JK, hello, Hyung, what happened? Yoongi, Jungkook, Appa, please come fast. JK, Hyung said while crying. What happened to Appa? Is he okay? Tell me. You just come here. We are in the hospital, Hyung said, and I was shocked. I am coming. Jungkook, they nodded and we went out of the house. In an hour we received airport and thankfully we got the flight. I was so tensed, terribly thought and thinking was knocking in my mind, making me more worried. I was hope my Appa will be fine. I can't lose him. He was the only one who cared for me. He from childhood to now never leave me alone. He was always there for me. They, everything will be okay. I heard Theung and I nodded. I felt his hand on my hand to relax me. I closed my eyes to relax my mind, but my heart was beating so fast. I was so worried. Go. We finally reached Seoul. I took the taxi and rushed directly toward the hospital. As we reached in hospital, I saw mom and my Hyung there. Uma, what happened to dad? I asked as I reached near Uma. Jungkook, she said and stand in front of me. What are you doing here? It's all happened only because of you. You are the responsible of his condition. Uma yelled and I was confused. What did I did? Don't call me Uma. I'm not your Uma. You get that? I'm not your Uma, she said and started crying. I was shocked on her behavior. She is not my mom. What was that? Hyung, what happened to dad? RM, heart attack. Hyung said and I felt I was fall. No, nothing will happen to my Appa. How is he now? I asked, trying to control my tears. Doctors are not telling anything. He is on operation theater since last night, Hyung said, and I sat on the chair scared. Jungkook, please God, Do not do anything, my appa. Save him, please. I was prayed for my dad when again I saw mom in front of me. Why are you still here? Get out. You are not. You are responsible of my husband's condition. Uma again yelled, and I stand up in front of her. Uma, what's wrong? Why are you saying he's my dad? I said in shock. He opened his eyes. He is not talking to me. He is your dad now. Please tell him to wake up, to talk to me. Please, Jungkook. Uma cried and hugged me.